Are we live?
Yeah. Oh, there's a live stream.
Ah!
Cool. I think
We're
we're
live.
live.
We are
Yeah.
live. We are alive. We are alive. Alive. Hello.
Give me this here. What the heck? It's waiting. We're waiting.
Technology. Technology. Work. Technology. Work.
I have to reload it. Hey, folks.
Hey.
Give me a sec. View channel. Yeah, we're live.
Hey.
Folks. I'm Jerome.
I'm Asif and welcome to our channel. I know we've been busy. If you follow us, guys, you guys know about our other channels and our other work. We do have full-time jobs and stuff like that. So, it's been punishing. Just getting some time to.
It's
sit down
cold. It's freezing cold here in Vancouver right now. There's an Arctic outflow. Like, it's way warmer than anything we experienced during the winter when we lived in Toronto, but it's still cold here. All these buildings here that we live in and we do business in, they only have one pane glass. And all this Arctic breeze just keeps coming in. Sheesh. Come on, Vancouver. We need like double pane glass everywhere. It'll help improve the air conditioning as well as the heating.
Literally around this time next week, it's supposed to be at least 20 degrees warmer than what it is yesterday.
Yeah.
Like the temperature difference is stark. It's been insane. More important of all, I would say that we got caught off guard. We weren't really prepared for this. I mean, in Toronto,
the Arctic outflow from the Pacific Ocean that's coming from Alaska or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. It's -6 right now. It was -5
-6.
earlier.
What's the real field temperature? Because like that's the T. Like it feels like -11. So that's the reality.
And before that, it was like as high as like -21. So for Vancouver, that's a
as
big,
as low as
as low as -21. Anyways, so yeah, that's supposed to last until tomorrow. Okay, in the afternoon, and then we'll be out of this mess, and then it'll be coming over to all of the other western provinces and moving its way across.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, after leaving Toronto, completely forgot the whole concept of having to deal with this much cold, frigid temperature. But hey, what are we gonna do? We're trying to make the best of situation. We're at home. We're gonna drink some
we got
craft
some
beer.
beers. Yeah, this is Squamish, BC, Backcountry Brewing. Protect our winters. Pale Ale right here. Wait, hold on. Cool design.
Squamish, woohoo!
So,
It's insane. I have never tried this
yeah,
particular
what they say
brand.
on the can is this pale ale is made possible by the generous support of all our industry partners. Partial proceeds from each beer sold will be contributed to the Protect Our Winters Canada non-profit organization, united to advocate for the policy solutions to fight climate change. I just got it for the beer, but hey, whatever. I guess they're supporting stuff too.
Commercially, Squamish, British Columbia.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to see that we have. Hey, Managed Play, nice to see you. Thank you. Good evening to you too. Yeah, we're just stuck home, just trying to make our evenings a little bit more interesting. It's getting interesting.
Oh yeah, it's already getting interesting.
Who else is here?
Oh man.
Hey, Big G, how's it going? Yes, we have
G's
a
here
cold
too?
one.
Wow.
I mean, not gonna lie, this is the pleasure of spending a chilly day at home. Look at all the froth. What happened to I learned
because
I don't drink alcohol a lot, so my pour game is
I had
horrible.
to carry it home yesterday. I must have shaken it up by accident. I was carrying milk too, so I was kind of like carrying the milk in one hand, and I had to put them all in one arm over here, and then obviously I jostled up all the beers. So anyways, if we let them sit for like 5 minutes, the foam will go away, and then it'll be good. But drinking it right now is just a mouth of foam, so we're gonna wait.
I mean, I love beer, but like I'm more of a cannabis person. I don't really drink alcohol a lot. But hey, we're stuck at home. It's cold outside.
It
Good
comes with
excuse.
gluten and wheat.
Yeah. I, of course, just finished cooking some delicious Malaysian style
Cool.
laksa. That's something we're going to enjoy right after
Yeah,
this
like
stream.
a nice soupy dinner. That's the way to go, you know?
And we got some delicious
Mm-hmm.
Richmond Public Market grub yesterday. He wishes to have that deep fried pork chop sliced on top of his laksa. So that'll be fun.
Man, this place says there's a trick to pouring beer to remove the foam. Yeah.
I know.
We're
I
usually
feel
pretty
like
good
it was.
pourers, but hey, what can you say when I make a mistake? Also, it was cold yesterday, so I was like walking pretty fast.
No, I gotta admit, I need to improve my pour game. But I would say literally the last time you guys saw us drink live, that was the last time I actually had beer. I haven't had beer in, well, how long has it been? Like 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
I had beer yesterday.
I didn't. But that's the thing. I really need to improve my pour game. But hey, while we are waiting for this thing to go on, let's have a sip and just see what the notes are like.
Go ahead. I'm gonna wait.
I mean, that's a good positive. Ooh, nice. I mean, I definitely can taste the hops. That's for sure. It's nice. It's slightly fruity, and you know me. I like my beer, like my men, fruity.
Very, very cool. Yeah, it's just a chill little pale ale, so it's pretty good.
Can't beat a foam mustache. Did I have one? I didn't even realize if I had
Oh,
one.
that's like nice. That's very nice. Not too heavy, 4.5%.
Oh
Pretty
my gosh,
tasty.
I genuinely
Typical
wish.
pale ale. Nothing over the top and exciting, which is exactly what you want on a pale ale.
Yeah,
You know?
I wish we were in Toronto. I would have definitely gone for like a sour from Radical Road. I know every time I open my mouth, I cannot stop
They got
talking about
sours
Radical
over
Road
here.
sours.
I
There are
could've
good sours
put-
here too. We
I
had
could've
like a
brought a
raspberry
sour.
sour. I had
Yeah.
a raspberry sour from Yaletown Brewing Company. That's literally on
Oh, that
Yaletown,
was
downtown
fun.
British Vancouver.
You go over there, that you can get you can try any of their beers that they make on site, and I'm sure they make a few
And they have
off
seasonal
site.
specials too.
You know,
Yeah.
and yeah, you get all these little. They just come with what is it, 5?
Oh no, that was a flight. We got a flight to
yeah.
try
So you
out.
get to try 4 different types.
4
for,
ounce flights, right? Was it 4
yeah,
ounces
yeah.
or something?
For what, $17?
No, cheaper
5
than
ounces,
that.
5-ounce glasses. Yeah.
Cheaper than that. It's not even 17.
Oh,
It's
it's like 14?
12 or 14, something
Oh
like
wow, it's
No,
$12. That's
that.
cheap.
As I was going, I know we're sorry to digress, but yeah, Radical Road and their sours, insane. So anybody who's in Toronto, GTA, in Ontario overall, highly recommend try Radical Road Brewing. It's a micro brewing company based in Leslieville, Ontario, Toronto, of course. It's my favorite.
But
and
of
I'm
course,
just feeling
this
really
one's
better.
this one's pretty good too.
It's from Squamish,
It's
British
from
Columbia. I've never had
Squamish,
anything
yeah.
from Squamish.
Over
So,
on the 405-1201 Commercial Way. Oh yeah, so that's Unit 405 at 1201 Commercial Way. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We should go out to Squamish
I've
sometime.
never been to Squamish, so that's
I haven't been to Squamish in years. When we went to Squamish the last time, I got a little hipster shirt that had a little bald eagle on top, and then some in Northwestern Coast indigenous art on it. And it was just cool. It's all black and stuff like that. I was like, yeah.
What do you guys like? What kind of beer? Anybody, I don't know if anybody drinks or not. If you guys drink something, what kind of beer do you guys like? I know, I'm a sucker for sours. A nice lager or an IPA, anything good. A double IPA, something a little strong for something for a weekend night or hang out with friends. That's good too.
Well, I like anything. If it's beer, it's good.
I can attest to that. He likes sours. I mean, as a person who, I don't know. I don't like bitter
beers.
notes.
I don't like sours. I like dark beers.
bitter, stouts. Sorry, not sours, stouts. So I'm not a big bitter, tasty kind of person.
Try serving this guy a stout. It's not gonna happen.
No, I don't like. Again, bitter notes are not something I really
They're not
vibe
bitter.
with.
They're sweet. deliciousness.
Sure, Deva. Let's go with it. Let's go with that. But yeah, I am genuinely enjoying this flavor. It's really light. It's nice. It's cute.
Anyways, I took a day off filming today, and I'm just chilling at home, relaxing. Didn't do anything except for just edit a bunch of videos. So I'm so happy.
I tried to edit, but like
taking the day off. So.
And the weather is so like I don't know, weird. You feel so lethargic. You don't want to do anything. You just want to chill out, lay back, and just chill and not do much.
It is a little
It is
hard
one of
to
those
like
days.
strike up a stick of electric lettuce, you know? Right now, that's the one thing that bums me out. Oh, Big G says the bitter the beer, the better. My preference. Yeah.
I mean, he enjoys it that way. He enjoys something a little bit more bitter. I usually go for something lighter. That's just one of my preference. Again, like food-wise, for instance, I usually like something that is more spicy, sour, tangy.
Like
those are the vibes I go for. He likes more bitter and sweet. Those are the notes that he prefers. So Jerome definitely goes for bitter and sweet notes.
Oops, the combo's moved. Haha. Okay. I have no idea what that means, but okay.
No worries. Yeah. But yeah, it's been one of those days. I haven't really gotten a lot done. I still need to edit,
Pretty good.
upload, and schedule the video for Go tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it's been a crazy couple of days, and like you genuinely don't feel like doing anything. And beyond that, I feel like
Well, you wake up cold, you go to sleep cold, you got a heater running full blast. We have to turn it off every 4 hours just so that it's okay and it doesn't break
whatever
down.
a space heater, because our British Columbia has a single pane glass windows. I mean, wow, single pane glass windows.
Well,
in
it's not even that.
2024?
It's also like it's also just like the walls are and constructions is just like slightly different. So it's even the insulation isn't the same.
Yeah.
So it's also fighting the insulation, and that just comes on in. So I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, if it was this over in Toronto, we wouldn't feel anything because the heating would be perfect. But we got baseboard heaters. Baseboard heaters. Of course, the electricity bill from BC Hydro, because it's hydroelectric electricity you get, is super low. So, you know, there's pros and cons. We don't pay a lot in electricity.
But that's the thing. You win some, you lose some. But I genuinely believe is British Columbia wants to dramatically cut down on energy waste and like save more energy. We just make it a law because the weather is changing. I know summers are warmer and winters are colder actually. So like make sure everybody has 2-pane glasses so that like nobody has to suffer in winter. Ugh. I know if we
that
own
would
this
cost
place,
a lot of money. That ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen.
I know.
Such is life, though, eh? Maybe when they build those new buildings, though, that'll be good.
Maybe. I would say right here in UBC, it is a little colder because we are at the top of the mountain. If you go down to Kitsilano,
Yeah, we
it's
live at
not
the
as
top
close.
of a mountain. Of course, everyone else up here also lives at the top of a mountain.
UBC, Point Grey, decisively colder. I would say Kitsilano was not as cold.
Oh, it's so blustery up here. But if
Yeah.
you go down to Kitsilano and Greektown, all of a sudden the wind just cuts in half. So it's definitely and it snowed up here already, like, you know, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Not in the rest of Vancouver, but up here.
Yeah.
It just kind of hit from the ocean peninsula, hit us, and then turned into rain when it flew over Kitsilano.
Yeah. I mean, honestly though, we're acting like big wusses, but it's just from clothing to plants to anything. Your life revolves around where you live. We live in a very wet British Columbia weather, so we're prepared for that.
Yeah.
Rain, we're prepared for that. But like I would say, that's like a cold snap. We weren't really prepared. That's the big thing, is our lack of preparation. Also, last year it started snowing, and the cold snap started way early on. The first snowfall was in November, so it's already
Yeah,
it's
and
an
like
anomaly.
the snowfalls over here, it hit us like mid-December, and that didn't even last. And this one's lasting, so you know we'll probably get one more of these, and we'll be able to bitch a little bit more. But otherwise,
Gives
you know,
us a reason to bitch
can't
about
really
something. That's for
complain.
sure.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when the weather's gonna be going back up in a couple days. I'm just gonna be chill. I'm gonna be like at 6 degrees. It's amazing.
Like
Love 6
tomorrow's gonna be
degrees.
nice and warm. I don't know. I was actually planning about going somewhere like Granville Island and walking over Burrard Bridge or Granville Bridge, and then end up somewhere in like Yaletown or something. Because I feel like,
Granville Bridge. Wow, you're gonna have some epic mountain views. That's cool.
but like the problem with crossing Granville Bridge is the fact that Granville Bridge is slightly more dangerous. It's not as pedestrian friendly as Cambie or Burrard Bridge.
Yeah, that's true. Burrard is the most friendly. Cambie has a nice walkway as well. So yeah, I got one of those videos prepped for
like
sometime next week. I'll
Cambie
walk
was the
across
last
that.
bridge that I walked. It was
Oh yeah, I dragged you across that
on
during
Pride.
Pride, they set it up. It went all the way down Pacific Boulevard.
It was
over
horrible.
To, like, BC
Organization was
place.
horrible.
Yeah.
Because this was the first year, like the Pride used to, like the parade would end up somewhere like English Bay. The last year was our first Pride in Vancouver, and it was the first year they decided to completely change the route and end
Where'd
up
they
somewhere in
start?
like
They started at English Bay.
No,
over
started
on
at
Demon
Davie.
Street.
no,
They-
it started Davie.
They corralled the people on Demon Street. Yeah.
Yeah. The overflow was on Denman, that's
Yeah.
for
So.
sure. What's the T?
Oh, Big G saying which bridge is having that? Which is the bridge that is having like greenery walk in the middle? Oh, that's gonna
That's
be
big
Granville.
Granville Bridge. That
They're
was
gonna build
Granville.
the park on the middle of the Granville Street Bridge because they
is
have
it-
8
is it-
lanes and no one ever uses all 8 lanes. So they're just gonna take 4 of the lanes in the
A
middle
little
and
background-
keep it a 2-lane one.
A little
Yeah.
background for those who don't know about this little thing. Vancouver was supposed to have this series of highways, almost like 401 and 401 and Gardner in Toronto, that would like crisscross through the province and end up having
And,
have a
go
like
right
nice
through
link
the
all the way to
middle of
Alaska.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
But go all the right through the middle of Vancouver.
Yeah.
Like the downtown core, and
But
it didn't happen.
It didn't materialize, so Vancouver ended up with like big expressways in the middle of city that
It's
doesn't
like
link to anything.
It's like the Allen. The Allen.
Allen
Which
Road?
is a big the Allen Road or whatever it is, the
Yeah.
big highway in Toronto that's not really a highway. It's like kind of like a dead end. Yeah. Big G is saying bizarre. Okay, be real different. Yeah, it'll be real different. So
I
but-
mean, I love urban infrastructure that is like pedestrian friendly. People don't realize this. If you make things car friendly, a car that is zooming through your neighborhood for like 60 kilometers an hour is not going to stop and give you the same amount of business what a few thousand people who walk the sidewalks, walk around the neighborhood would give.
Yeah, you can look at the pictures of what they're gonna do on the Granville Street Bridge. There's gonna be like trees and carts and stuff like that, all the way up the middle. It's gonna be like a park on a bridge. It's gonna be wow. I'm
Like
surprised.
if you think of places
like a linear park.
Davie Street and Denman Street in downtown, even Robson Street to a degree, it's not as much like it serves more for pedestrians than cars. It's not as much of a car friendly space than a pedestrian friendly place, which I
Bigger
love.
sidewalks and just like 1 or 2, like 2 lanes. You know, one going one way, one going the other
Yeah,
way.
that's all you need. Like for a shopping district or a tourist district, you should not have cars running around because it's not safe. You need it to be more pedestrian friendly, but you need access to public transit and parking spots right next to it so that people can do it, which it happens in Vancouver. There's Burrard Station, Granville Station, VCC, all of these stations are
Yeah, but-
relatively close to those urban centers where people can literally park their cars somewhere if they're driving in, commuting, or just use the public transit to come down here and just walk the rest of the way, which is great. I mean, if anybody have noticed this Honda celebration of lights that happens in Vancouver yearly, so many people, like thousands and
Oh, the
thousands and
Honda
thousands,
celebration of lights where you
people
go down
come down.
The
So
English
they all
Bay,
use
you just sit
public
with a
transit. You
1,000
can't
people.
even go anywhere. You can't
No, you
do
gotta
anything.
walk
You
out
have
that
to
day.
walk. You have to walk that day. So if you use something like a SkyTrain, then you can just have the folks come down places like Yaletown Roundhouse or Burrard
We
Station.
just
where they
went
just
down
walk
to the beaches over here. Where we go?
We were
to
in Spanish
Jericho.
Bank.
We went
Spanish
to Spanish
Bank Beach.
We saw the same thing. It was awesome what we saw.
We walked all the way down from UBC down through
and
Point
there was
Break to
like
Spanish
so
Bank.
many
Yeah.
people over there too. Like you think that we'd be like maybe
Nobody
just
should
by
be in English Bay
ourselves.
around that time, or even Stanley
Well,
Park or
if
anything.
you want to be around a big crowd and take forever to get home,
And the crowd
or if you're
gets
staying
drunk
in a
and rough.
hotel right down there, drunk and rowdy.
I
as
worked
heck.
a couple of days last
Oh,
year
the
when it
police had
happened.
Fun
Ooh,
with that, yeah.
cops were awesome that day. They really helped. That's for sure. I was around
the
Denman.
Vancouver
Ooh.
PD walking around with the big military guns there. Yeah, that's always fun
And
to
it's
watch.
and you
It's
know
just
who
like
they're
you
protecting
wouldn't
us
see that in
from?
Toronto.
Groups of drunk young people, unruly AF. So yeah, we definitely appreciate that. So like yeah, that's the kind of thing when an urban space brings people in large quantities. People can come in, walk around, do their business, and then just leave and not have to worry about
I
public
must
transit.
admit though, like the polar plunge that happened on New Year's Day here. Oh man, I hadn't seen that in years, and that's
was
that's like
fun.
a big tradition.
That was fun, and not gonna lie, we were there. It's easy on the ice to see the people around.
Yeah, we didn't go swimming, but yeah, we were definitely watching. Especially the residents of Davie Village who happen to be just like us.
One of the reasons we moved to Vancouver is to see, get the beachfront life.
Yeah, that's why
We
we
don't
live
live
here.
right
You're
by the
like a
beach.
beach bum.
But like yeah, like a little bit of those perks that come with like living right next to an ocean.
Well, four
You see
beaches.
people
What we got? Wreck
in
Beach
a
here,
beachwear, walking around,
Laces Beach
exercising,
here, we got
easy on
Admiral
the
Beach
eyes.
here. We got the Spanish Banks Beach here.
There's at least a dozen
Oh, right around the
all
UBC
around just the
Peninsula.
UBC Peninsula, not even counting the ones on English Bay, on western side
And
with
they
English
all
Bay,
got like infrastructure and everything
Sunset
too.
Beach, second, third beach, all of that. It's like so many of them. We were blessed that we had like H2O Beach and Sugar Beach close to us in Toronto, and we would go there.
Yeah, and
I
Sugar Beach
remember
isn't even a real beach in Toronto.
January 20.
It's just like they put sand on an open place and just decided to call it a beach. Like you can't even get down to the water. There's like a raised part. There used to be like a factory there, and they
Yeah?
took it off. And right across the
But
way
it's
is
quite
a sugar
ingenious.
factory.
That's quite ingenious. But they are getting quite a few new beaches with there's a Parliament Slip. With a Parliament Slip beach that's coming up in Toronto, that's
Ooh,
going to
that'll
be
be
new.
nice.
And the
Go
Portland's
home and check that
developments
out.
they're just doing some crazy stuff. They're actually building a new island. A new island is being added to Toronto's waterfront. That's crazy. So that's fun. But yeah, so many beaches. I remember 2 winters ago, January 2022, when it was like ridiculously cold. I remember sitting on a frozen beach, H2O beach. It was minus 32 degrees with a wind chill
That's
that
not
was
even
like
a
close
real
to
beach. It's
minus
freezing.
42 degrees. I sat there in front of a frozen Lake Ontario and saw the sunset, and the entire lake that was frozen up.
Well, was
just
that the
glisten
day where you
golden.
saw
It's
like
just
idiot kids walking out
insane.
across the ice at that point in time?
I
too?
did not dare do that.
And
I
we
did
just,
not
like,
dare
these were
walk on
adults,
ice.
But
But
we
like,
call them
ooh.
idiot kids. They were walking on the ice, and they had told them not to walk on the ice. They're like, "We're gonna walk to the island in Toronto because you can walk sometimes from the shore all on the mainland to the Toronto Island, but it's gotta like freeze like real cold and for like almost like 2 to 3 weeks before it's even safe. I never tried it, never will, but like some brave souls do. I think that's crazy.
You could also see something funny like the famous sailboat Kajima that takes tourists around
that boat's
water and
cool.
Toronto Islands.
It's always docked there.
That thing was frozen shut because it was like literally there. Everything around it was frozen, so it was.
Oh
such
yeah,
a
they weren't
crazy
moving
sight.
that thing worth, and they just didn't. There. It's not an icebreaker.
And at nighttime, that entire waterfront area is just taken over by swans and Canada geese and ducks and all of that. It's just they're the rulers of the land.
Oh man, the geese over here and the crows, they're the bird
Raccoons
gangsters of this.
stay away. They're that like vicious. Raccoons don't dare.
Oh,
Raccoons
yeah.
don't dare. I mean, you think we have beef, people to people beef?
Right.
Animals have beef. He literally filmed sea lions versus seagulls, who are like sea lions literally mocking seagulls with like a piece of salmon in their mouth.
Yeah, I wish I could have zoomed in on that. That
you
was
see like the nature,
crazy.
animals versus animals. But like raccoons don't dare go anywhere near waterfront because those Canada geese are vicious. They will pick you. They're called the cobra chicken for a reason.
Yeah, but we can usually see like 5 or 6 of them out in our out in the garbage dumpster behind the building every once in a while.
Raccoons are okay.
They're
they might
cool.
be
They're chill.
Or coyotes and all of foxes running around. I wouldn't mind as long, buddy. You mind your business, nature. You move along. You move along and do your thing. Let me be. Don't bother me. Usually I'm out minding my own business.
You
Probably
know what?
having
There's
a smoke.
like actual like cougars, the animal cougars, not cougars, the people cougars. They were on the SkyTrain tracks a few days ago, eh? I saw some video on that. I was just like, wow. And like just jumped up from the tracks right onto the platform, walking around. I was like, I'm watching this. Well, maybe, yeah.
I mean, honestly, a trash panda would be the maximum nature exposure I would have had in the last like 5 years living in Toronto. Like ever since you come down to British Columbia, you can actually see
either of them.
Few crazy other animals. Like you can see the random seal, maybe that.
No, you saw a seal because remember we were going around Stanley
that's what
Park
I'm saying.
there?
Yeah, that's in British Columbia. You see a little bit of other wildlife. Like you'll see the random bear or like things like that. I did see deer in Islington Park, all the way up in North York.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I don't see too many deer over here, though, to be honest with you. So.
But does British Columbia might have more like I don't know, moose and elk?
I don't know.
Caribou?
There's a lot of stuff that eats other stuff here, so you know.
This is a province that has grizzly
life.
bear. Grizzly bear.
Oh, those guys are way up north, but we got black bears down here. Like, I'm sure there's black bears out there as well as, well, there's wolf and coyotes because they got signs that say wolf and coyotes, you know?
Yeah.
Around the endowment
We've seen
lands
foxes
here.
in
Spirit
Tommy
Pacific
Thompson Park in Toronto. We saw foxes. Foxes in
that
Tommy
was
Thompson
cool.
Park. We saw snakes and foxes.
Yeah, that was like garter
Tommy
snakes.
Thompson Park
garter
is
snakes.
full of
You could
snakes.
pick those out.
They actually filmed that Jason Momoa show. I don't know what it's called. It's on Apple Plus.
Sight or C.
C or something, yeah.
Yeah,
that
C.
show was
C.
filmed
That was
in Tommy
cool.
Thompson Park in Toronto.
He's like a
we
blind
actually
guy and he like can kick and fight and shit. It's cool.
around that's around the time when he was filming that show when we saw Jason Momoa in Chinatown, Toronto. Yeah, that was insane.
Oh yeah, we did. That was cool. That's something not like Harjit Sajan we just saw over at the sushi place a couple days ago. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, we were literally having
Just
dinner
kind of
and this ex-liberal isn't it an ex-minister?
No.
Minister?
He's the president of the Privy Council, which helps run like run the paperwork in government.
Something which they're
He's like a
probably doing
paper pusher and minister now.
abysmal job at.
Yeah, so he was abysmal at the national defense, so then they just moved him around and eventually
And
just
he's
said,
probably doing an
"Keep-
abysmal
push the
job like the
paper
rest
in
of
there."
his fellow cabinet
Anyways,
and
I
something
couldn't
else.
get my sushi because, of course, you gotta serve the minister first. So, you know, the minister got his big trays of sushi walking out there and stuff like that. And of course, we're sitting right there, almost at the sushi booth where we're sitting. And he comes in, and it's just like, and I just look up, and he just looks at me in fear. Because he's just like, I hope this guy doesn't recognize me. I recognized him, but at the same point in time, I
We
was
just
like,
minded our own business
we're
and
gonna,
continued to
they're
have
not
our
gonna
dinner.
break the vibe. It was our vibe too. So it's just like, you're coming and invading our vibe, man. Just come and get your sushi and relax. No one's gonna bother you.
Let the gay
you
live in
know?
his delusion.
Anyways,
But yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, I mean, we do see a lot of celebrities in Vancouver. We can't
Delusion.
even keep
Right
track
here.
of them all the time. There's so many of them. I wish I saw SZA. SZA was around when she had her concert. I think
Vancouver's small enough you can be at like a bar.
we saw Pink when
pub,
Pink
and
was in
shit.
Vancouver for her concert. We
And
saw.
she was walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
It's just random. I like it. Vancouver is such a tiny city, and nobody really cares if there's a celebrity out.
No one cares. 'Cause
Nobody
sometimes
cares.
you could be working next to a D celebrity if you're like in retail and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they need day
Especially
jobs
when
to
that
support
actors and
themselves.
writers strike was going on, a lot
yeah.
of local people who work in the industry, not just actors,
You
they just all
visit a
came in.
brewery and they'd be standing behind the brewery going, "What do you want today?" And it's just like, "Didn't I see you in like some like made for Canada movie?" And they're like, "Yeah." And that's just it.
Nobody really
It's-
prized, to be
no,
honest.
No one's like freaking out or anything like that. They're just like, yeah, they're just working stiffs like everyone else. So.
Who was that guy who was new? Was it? I think Harry Styles even now has a girlfriend who is from
I don't know
North
Harry
Vancouver.
Styles.
North Vancouver. I think Harry Styles was out. Harry Styles.
All I remember from Harry Styles is all the chicken boas
oh,
that were
chicken
thrown.
feather for boas
when
from-
we lived in
oh my
Toronto.
gosh.
Okay, when
That
we lived in
was
Toronto over
something.
by Union Station, like that whole area in the South Core was just covered in
Jeez.
feathered chicken, cheap
Those-
ass chicken feather boas. Like, girls, come on, put in some money. Bring in the ostrich feather. I don't care.
Jeez.
It's Harry
Those teenagers
Styles.
who are watching Harry Styles, who they can't really afford. I think a drag queen
I
might
don't
afford it
give
like
two
it's.
shits if you
But
well,
isn't
if
this
you can
cheap
afford
chicken
a
feather that
ticket,
people had to clean up for days afterwards? That was
do that
horrible.
at least for Taylor Swift. Like, what the heck, man?
People who worked around Scotiabank Arena and
just
all of
means
this place.
less chicken feathers like that. They won't fall
Yeah,
apart.
pretty much.
What's this message? Oh, okay, whatever.
What? Are we
We're
having
good.
connection interruptions?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
there's a little fuzziness. Of course, we're on the university endowment land, so you know there's limited cell phone towers. It's a Saturday night. There's probably a lot of people over on campus at that
Yeah.
Brown's craft house. You know, so
Lots of young people who are all tech savvy, and I'm assuming lots of single people.
and they
too.
probably don't
Yeah.
want to go out to the downtown bars because it's so friggin' cold. So they're drinking on campus. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the connection issues because they'd
Less
be
fun.
downtown. So they're probably over here eating that Kinto ramen and then going on over there and you know they're having a pint over at the Brown's Craft House and the nice little green seats. We haven't gone over there yet. I've gone there, but you haven't gone
Which
there
one?
yet. Brown's on campus.
You've been to Browns? I haven't been to
On the
Browns.
food row, yeah.
No, I haven't been to Browns yet. No.
Yeah, I had a pine over there after I was done filming one time.
Oh, that's nice. That must have been fun. But no, I don't know. I usually, it's not a bias or anything, but I do prefer more Asian food. That's the kind of flavors that really go for me. One of the reasons we are gonna enjoy a laksa dinner tonight is just because we do enjoy that kind of a vibe. Something delicious, something
Oh,
soupy.
Big G is saying hardcore gamers too. Yeah, gamers are awesome.
some of these kids, let me tell you this, some of these kids with their little consoles go hard. You hear like, what are these virgins screaming about? Probably not fun. It's all about games. And they go
No,
extra.
they're making money. They're porting that over to
Some
Twitch.
of them are. Some of
They're
them
literally
are.
sitting on the bus, these UBC students making extra money to help pay for their tuition or just like their bar fees through Twitch. They're like playing on the bus and then they're like, give me donations. It's just like when I'm live streaming, I'm like, remember, give me donations. It's
Hey,
just like,
it's a
it's
tough
so,
life.
they're so chill when I'm around because they're just like, some of them recognize me, which is ridiculous. Delusion again. Okay, and then they're just like chill because like they do the
less
same
people
thing.
get bothered when we live stream now because we've been doing like I live streamed yesterday for Go Go Go.
Yeah, the
like not a
bandwidth
lot of
is
people
sticky.
get bothered. Like
Yeah, I
when
hear
we
ya.
first started doing it, because not a lot of people live. Excuse me. Not a lot of people live stream in Vancouver, so when we started doing it, people would really get shocked, like, "Ooh, someone's streaming," and they're on YouTube. Like some people recommend using Twitch because I think that's where young people are on Twitch, maybe. So I think we should do some Twitch stuff soon. But yeah, that's what's been going on, and I'm not gonna lie, it's interesting. It's fun. We've never really experienced that before, even in Toronto, just because there are so many live streamers, YouTubers in Toronto. So unless it's like peak of summer where you get dozens and dozens of content creators, YouTubers flock in from around the world trying to do their thing. Again, they also huddle around more of the touristy parts. They don't really go for places like, I don't know, where we live. Like
Oh, you won't
UBC.
find like a vlogger over
Yeah.
on Fraser
But so
Street, you
when
know,
they used to
or
see us,
over
they would
here
like get
either.
really
You
shocked.
won't see them.
Oh, are you live streaming? And I'm like, yeah. Now they're just, yeah. we've
Oh
seen
yeah,
you
we were
before."
over at Joyce Collingwood and they're
Yeah.
just like, are you live streaming? They're like, yeah, and they're like, respect. I was like, wow. And that's a pretty working class neighborhood. It's nice people.
Yeah,
Great
lots
food
of
down
young
there.
people.
Lots of Asian people. Just lots of Vietnamese, lots of Chinese.
Yeah.
Like a big Pan Asian mix over there. Because there's a lot of
Lots
towers
of Asian
over
barbecue
there too.
restaurants, so yeah.
Oh yeah, and hot pot too.
So it's a weird combination. Joyce, Collingwood, all of these neighborhoods around that little part.
And there's
has
Latinos there too. Lots of
Yeah.
Latinos as well.
Combination of Asian restaurants, Asian barbecue restaurants, and
Better pour.
lots of tattoo shops.
Actually,
Lots
yeah.
of tattoo parlors.
Yeah, well, that comes with the working class community. So, and then
That's
tattoo
amazing.
parlors happen to hang around tattoo parlors for some reason. It's like bike stores against bike stores here in Vancouver. It's the same thing. It's weird like that.
You can
I don't
see
know
the
how they deal with the
concentration.
competition.
Like anywhere in Kitsilano, there's so many active sports and all where stuff like that. Like you get so many ski and all sorts of sport equipment shops and stuff like that. If you head over to places like Commercial Broadway, you'll see skateboard shops, more restaurants. You even see the random Italian restaurant because again, Commercial Drive used to be Italian town or the Italian neighborhood in Vancouver back in the days. So there are still a few Italian restaurants still over there.
yeah,
If you go
but
to
they're
Sa-
over in the Sunrise,
Hastings, yeah.
Sunrise area.
There are
yeah.
more Italian restaurants and bakeries around.
The far
Silver
east section of East Hastings that is family friendly.
But I will definitely recommend all of these neighborhoods. 'Cause again, that's where you won't really find your regular tourist crowd. You'll definitely find more of the locals. That's where the locals hang out, and it's so good. Like Sunrise Hastings had like 6 different grocery stores. I mean, like in UBC we have like 2 or 3 spread out the whole campus, which is
Yeah.
a huge area. To be frank, over there you can walk like for 5 minutes and get like 6 different grocery stores. That's for somebody who likes to cook and eat at home. That is so good, and all of them decently priced. Places like City Avenue Market, amazing,
Yeah, we do
amazing.
most of our grocery shopping over in Kitsilano just because it's better, it's cheaper.
Compared to University of British Columbia's endowment
We got
lands,
like an
yeah.
expensive H Mart, and then we got Whole Foods, and then there's a few other things that are kicking around. Like there's a grocery store on campus and stuff like that too, but that's pretty expensive as well. So you
You
just
know,
kind of
you
skip all the stuff on campus except for the good restaurants. There's good restaurants on campus. Really
you know
good
we're
good
older gays that because we're talking about groceries, restaurants, cooking and eating at home, stuff like that. But
Well,
it's
why
very
go to a
practical.
restaurant?
I
I got a
mean,
train
honestly,
cook
go
right
eat out,
here.
support our culinary businesses. They deserve your thing, but cook at home. It's just better. Really.
Unless you got a hankering for a coddy roll, then check out Rosie. I got a video on my Jerome's channel. You can watch that. Check that out.
I
Also,
edited the
like
video,
this
so
live
it's good.
stream right now. There isn't enough likes on this live stream. I'm watching it on my phone. Come on. Just like that live stream. Help push out the video to more people and
Yes,
help
folks.
promote the channel, even if you're watching the recording later.
Or even share it out. Push
Thanks
it out.
for the heads
Look
up,
what
AG,
these
on
dumb
the
homos are
bandwidth issue.
doing.
We'll look into it for the next time, okay? Cool,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure it's just because all the students are here right now on campus. They ain't leaving campus because it's too cold. But that's
Because they haven't experienced this cold weather.
Oh yeah,
before.
there's a lot of people just coming from overseas because we're on the Pacific. They're coming from pretty much Asia and stuff like that. So they're coming on over here.
All over the world,
where
to be
it's, like,
honest.
warmer.
Yeah, much weather climate. Imagine you're from like Middle East or South Asia, or even South America or Central America. It's just incredible.
You want to turn
Incredible.
the VPN off on this right now?
Might make it a little faster. Let's see. Fingers crossed.
Do you have that other thing too?
What other thing too?
Oh,
No,
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 you're
no.
good. You're good. You're
No,
good.
no, no,
okay, we're good. Hold on.
Busy people with lots of things going on. So we're just trying to adjust and pivot just to make sure things are rolling smoothly. That's that.
Yeah, true with that. True with that. Give me a sec here. I'm just putting it. It looks like it's holding up though. Like, look at that. So it seems
It's
to be
not
working.
bad, but let's see a little bit more recent. Yeah, I think yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
The recording at least will be okay.
Yeah.
So.
Fingers
know,
crossed.
I looked out yesterday when I was in the Point Grey Village doing my live stream in Jerome Forest with. I realized where there's like dead spots now, which is pretty much all of the Point Grey Village until you get down to Discovery, and then the signal picks
Oh
up
yeah,
from
there are
there.
dead spots too for sure. Like
Yeah.
when I crossed Bridgeport Station on my live on Go, my channel, when I did a Canada line live on Richmond, BC. Of course, the part that is elevated SkyTrain ride, because you like Rogers is so bad, so bad. You can't really stream on the
Thanks for the
subway
likes.
ground or underground anymore. So I did a live stream, and literally somewhere between Bridgeport SkyTrain station and Sea Island SkyTrain station, that's the little dead spot where you notice it just jumps. Like there are definitely a few jump spots. I'm pretty sure there are places with like stream blockers and jammers and stuff like that too.
The security.
For security spots.
You'll run into a dead spot definitely when you're walking onto the C bus over here, just because they're protecting that type of infrastructure. And then the minute you're on the C bus and it's out in the harbor, you're good to go from there. So found that out live streaming one time.
Yeah, sometimes when there's infrastructure work going on or any sort of
You get
activity
too
goes,
close
you
to
do
the
get that.
Portland's entrance, the live stream will just all of a sudden starting fluttering and stuff like that.
But
I stay away from the Portlands
Yeah.
as much as possible, except for Crowd Park. That's got some of the best views of the mountains in the downtown core. Wow.
Oh, the mountain views yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Finally,
you
it
gotta
got
check
cold
out
enough.
these mountains. Wow.
Finally, it got cold enough and got that little rush of moisture and humidity that
Got
let the
those
snows.
awesome.
You got that beautiful snow-capped mountains all around. Not and because we're literally in the middle of a bowl and there are like mountains all around us, you see mountains in every single direction covered with
And
snow-capped.
believe it or not,
It's
the
just
bigger
beautiful.
mountains are pointing towards the U.S. When you're looking from Richmond's side, that's when you got the bigger
Yeah,
mountains.
I recommend people to go down to somewhere like Steveston. It is a flat, low little area, beautiful, wonderful little fisherman's wharf, beautiful little marina. But it's so low, you can see all the mountains all around in every
360
single
degree view of
direction.
mountains. If
That's
you get in the
beautiful.
right spot, so
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, and right now they're capped, so it's beautiful. Maybe we should. I don't know if we can still get like fish or shrimp right now, but like that's the kind of spot where you need to go on a sunny day
Oh,
to
you can
see.
get shrimp all the time. It's just it might not be spot shrimp, so
Yeah.
you know. So you can get like a
Isn't
bag
it
of
like fresh
a pound
seafood
of spot shrimp for
from
like $10
fishermen?
there. It's
Fresh seafood
ridiculous,
from
right off the
fishermen
boat.
directly.
Well, we can get that also over here at the Fisherman's Wharf, eh?
But what's the price difference?
It's touristy. So it's tourist prices. That's the difference. You go to
Yeah.
Steveston, you're not paying the tourist prices, even though it's a tourist area.
I mean, it's Steveston is definitely touristy, but it is not as expensive. Let's say like Fisherman's Wharf in like Granville Island, which is like a tourist mecca. It will definitely be a few times higher. But I genuinely encourage people to go down to Fisherman's Wharf on Steveston, Richmond, BC. Wonderful
Man,
little
that's
spot.
a fun
You
little
find
spot.
like sashimi grade fish, like nice spotted British Columbian shrimp. Oof, lovely. I mean, there's also lots of restaurants in there. We had fish and chips at, what was the name of the little place? I've completely forgot.
Oh, we went to Pajo's, which is a chain.
Pajo's. Oh, that was good. Beautiful, flaky.
I should go over the airport one
fakey,
time and pick us up
fried
some
fish.
Pajo's. That's the closest Pajo's
Breaks
for
down.
us.
Oh yeah. We had some malt and vinegar on top of the fries. Delicious. Dip it on the tartar sauce. Oh, it's so
Actually,
good.
their tartar sauce ain't bad. So I must admit that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, fish and chips. I would definitely say the place on Main Street. What's it called? Fish on Hook. I forgot the name of the spot, but it's actually owned by
Oh,
a
you're
chef
talking
and a
about the
marine.
fish counter. The fish counter's great.
Yeah, it's literally owned by a marine biologist and a chef, local. They love what they're doing and they put up that extra, they go that extra mile that makes their food so good. So good. And they have
When
their
you're ordering
tartar
the
sauce.
food, they'll always be like, "Do you want any more? You sure you don't want fish cakes? We got fish cakes. You want to add
Crab
the
cakes.
fish
Oh,
cakes?
crab cakes.
Crab cakes?
Oh, the crab
What
cakes
else
are
do you
delicious.
want to add?"
Like-
They just keep asking you. You gotta say no, otherwise you'll be paying through the ass because you'll be ordering way too much food.
Yeah.
I love it. I just laughed my ass off when I was in there. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
I mean, even that little Malaysian
smart business people.
Malaysian sandwich spot that we has like fish sandwiches. Did we have fish sandwich there?
Oh yeah, I got like the plain Jane sandwich and it was delicious.
I had
because
a
it's not
black
plain Jane.
charcoal bun for a spicy chicken sandwich. Next time I need to try their kung pao. But like there are so many little spots on Main Street.
Giant piece
You
of
can get
fried
like a
fish on
delicious
burger. Oh.
spicy fish sandwich. Ooh, crispy on the outside, juicy and flaky on the inside. It's just delicious. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so hungry right now.
You know what? We should have our dinner. So anyways, folks,
Yeah.
thanks for coming along today. We're going to end the live stream right now because we're going to have some food. We're going to
Yeah.
fill my belly and we're going to fill his belly.
I mean, just talking about food is making me so hungry right now. And I know we've been just procrastinating hard on making a video on this channel. But thank you so much for watching it.
Talk to you later.
Okay, guys. Bye. Bye.